Xabi Alonso's work intensifies in pre-season. The friendly against WSG Tirol in Austria served as a true test to measure the merengue squad's physical condition and tactical evolution. Xabi Alonso used the match to assess player performances and is already shaping the team he plans to field for the start of the new season, which promises to be packed with excitement, expectations, and high-level challenges. The coach now has another full week of intense training to correct details and push for peak performance. Under his watchful eye, all available players trained with total focus, making it clear they want to start La Liga at full strength. The only scheduled absence was young Mastantuono, who will join the group on Thursday, his birthday. Meanwhile, some key names remain away from the main pitch, working on their recovery. Endrick, Mendy, Camavinga, and Bellingham. Each is following a specific program, but there is particular optimism about one of them, Federico Valverde. The Uruguayan, who missed the friendly against WSG Tirol due to muscle overload, returned to ball work, showed good rhythm, and in an interview this Tuesday confirmed he will be available for the opener against Osasuna. His presence not only boosts the team's technical quality in midfield, but also restores a player with silent leadership, physical presence, and the ability to step up in decisive moments. The training routine was intense, starting in the gym with individual and group warm-up and mobility exercises, then moving to the pitch for high-intensity physical work, tactical drills on positioning and game direction, plus finishing practice. The day ended with physiotherapy and hydrotherapy sessions for muscle recovery and injury prevention. The club released an official statement assuring that all injured players are progressing well, and the expectation is to have almost the entire squad available in the coming weeks. The atmosphere at Valdebebas is one of total focus and confidence. Every minute of training is treated as decisive to start the season at the Santiago Bernabéu on the right foot. It's worth noting that Alonso faces an extra challenge, building a balanced and competitive team while dealing with different preparation paces, as some players return from vacation earlier than others, while those coming off international tournaments are at different physical stages. Managing this transition without losing intensity will be crucial for the season start. Real Madrid opposes La Liga match in Miami. Real Madrid issued a firm statement opposing the possibility of the matchday 17 La Liga clash between Villarreal and Barcelona being played in Miami, USA. In a message addressed to FIFA, UEFA, and Spain's Higher Sports Council, the club reiterated its total opposition to the measure, calling it harmful to the integrity of the competition. According to Real Madrid, the proposal violates the fundamental principle of territorial reciprocity, the basis of round-robin tournaments in which each team plays once at home and once away. The change would grant an unfair advantage to the requesting clubs and distort competitive balance. The statement also criticized the lack of consultation with other participants before the decision and warned that unilateral changes like this could compromise not only equality of opportunity but also the legitimacy of results. Sports management experts point out that this dispute could become a turning point for Spanish football. If the idea of taking games outside Spain moves forward, other clubs may push for similar situations, creating a fragmented league with logistical and commercial distortions. For Real Madrid, the argument is simple. It's not just about marketing or La Liga brand expansion, but about preserving competitive balance. Playing in Miami could mean less fatigue for one club and more for another, depending on logistics, time zone, and climate adaptation. Small details that, in elite football, can decide titles. Rodrygo on Manchester City's radar, and the search for a replacement has begun. Behind the scenes, concern is growing at Real Madrid over Manchester City's interest in Rodrygo'S in the final stretch of the transfer window. The Brazilian forward, a key piece in Xabi Alonso's system, may receive a tempting offer. The board is already working on a contingency plan. If his departure is confirmed, the goal is to bring in a replacement capable of maintaining the team's high technical and tactical level. Alonso is not just looking for a forward, but a versatile player able to perform in multiple attacking roles, with intensity and consistency throughout the season. And one name is starting to gain momentum in the Bernabéu corridors, Rodrygo Mora, a young standout at Porto. The Portuguese player, who has drawn bold comparisons to established stars, is seen by Florentino Perez as a strategic investment for the club's future. Last season, playing wide on the right, Mora scored 4 goals in 4 matches, totaling 12 goals and 4 assists in 40 games, numbers that caught the attention of European giants. Alonso sees him as an ideal piece not only to replace Rodrygo but also to temporarily cover Bellingham's absence while he recovers from injury. His potential arrival, however, would directly impact the squad hierarchy. Players like Brahim Diaz could lose playing time, while Dani Ceballos' future would become even more uncertain. Rumors about his Porto exit intensified after he was left out of the team's league opener. Local media speculate that he is being protected to avoid injury risks before a major transfer. If City moves forward with their offer for Rodrygo, the operation to sign Mora is expected to accelerate. Some say Alonso sees him not just as a short-term reinforcement, but as a player who could make history at the club, forming a formidable attack alongside Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe. Another key topic behind the scenes is how Real Madrid's board plans to balance youth and experience. The search for strategic signings shows that Xabi Alonso is not only after big names, but players who fit the tactical and psychological profile he envisions. In this vision, the coach values athletes capable of sustaining intensity in decisive matches and who also have room for growth. Something essential for a club thinking not only about this season but also future cycles. In recent days, reports indicate that Real Madrid is increasing its scouting presence in European competitions and even South American leagues, targeting talents who could be incorporated in the medium term. This move shows that the club doesn't want to rely solely on the big star market, but also aims to build a competitive squad with internal options. To achieve this, integration between the first team and Castilla could become even stronger, with young players gradually prepared to take on important roles. Moreover, there is a consensus within the Madrid hierarchy that the next transfer window will be decisive to consolidate the new project. The relationship between Xabi Alonso and the board will be tested, especially as some decisions will involve high sums and complex negotiations. Ultimately, the success of this restructuring will depend not only on the signings made but also on the ability to keep the group cohesive, united, and motivated to face a season that promises to be intense in every aspect. And you, Madridista, what do you think of these updates? Does the team's physical progress make you confident for the season opener? Is Real right to oppose the match in Miami? And in the transfer market, if Rodrygo leaves, is Rodrygo Mora the right replacement? Leave your comment, like the video, and share to support our work. Thank you so much for watching until the end, Madridista. See you next time with more Real Madrid news.